reason you feel temptation for certain things and certain sins is very specific to what you're supposed to do. If you have the urge to smoke or damage your lungs, it's because your voice was meant to worship and be heard, and the enemy is trying to silence you. If you have crippling self-doubt and insecurity, it's because you are meant to lead and inspire. If you weren't dangerous to darkness, it wouldn't try to mute your confidence. If you have constant distraction or procrastination, it's because you carry strategy, vision, and ideas from heaven. The enemy delays you because he can't stop you, only you can. If you have an addiction to lust or pornography, it's because you carry a deep capacity for intimacy, covenant, and healing. Perverting love is how Satan prevents true restoration. If you have fear of rejection or abandonment, it's because you carry a spirit of belonging and reconciliation. You were made to gather the outcast, so he tries to make you feel like one.
Check this out.
The reason
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning, at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Every day.
Mike Sean wears
Tight shirts. To the gym or wherever. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Sean and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P. Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah, you already know what time it is. It is time to die. And gentlemen, we have made it through another week, another Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we have made it through Friday. So go do it with me. Go do your version of it. Come on. It is time to die. Shy, I know you're by yourself, or maybe you got a significant other roaming around the house today and sleep. Don't be scared. Just die. I'll take a little deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a breath. Get a little sexy with it.
If you see me and you tryna see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
Let it go. Stretch it out. Get the shoulders loose. Stretch out. We got a guest coming up today. We got a life insurance expert, Tyra Gray. I'm trying to have fun today. I'm trying to keep it lighthearted today. I'm giving it all I got. I'm in a good mood.
It's Friday. Yes, it's Friday, people. We are made it to another Friday. So, oh man, things to do. We'll see what time Jay Black. Hopefully, Jay Black can get on here before the guest. Hopefully, because I think he might think it's 8 o'clock, but it's 7:30. We had to push it up. And once again, we've been lucky with our guests. Our guests have been showing up. We have had, moments, where we've had some big guests and they just didn't show up. They didn't cancel. We were just ghosted. There wasn't no emails saying we're not going to be able to make it. There wasn't a text message afterwards saying, hey, I missed the show. My bad, overslept. No, that was it. That's all we got. And hey, it happened. We got 600 subs. I think 603. We're trying to build slowly but surely. And it will happen. It will. And you guys will be the VIPs forever. When they're like 500, 600, 1,000 people watching every morning, they're going to get sick of y'all because it's going to be VIPs. Y'all going to have to change your handle and put VIPs next to it. So when it's flooded, when there's 1,000 people in the comments, we can see the VIP. We might have to get y'all a different chat. We don't have to create something on StreamYard that there's a different chat that y'all get on because y'all VIPs. Because y'all been here, y'all been through the grind. Y'all been through the mud. Every morning y'all were here rocking. Every morning, and I thank y'all so much for rocking. But I hope it starts your day off on the right foot, even if it pisses you off. Even if it pisses you, who cares? Who cares as long as we all here sharing and having a good time and coming to this event, coming to an early morning barbecue, an early morning brunch, an early morning comedy show. And speaking of comedy shows, there's a comedy show coming up March 14th. Speaking of comedy, come on. Come on. Elite Social Club. Michael Sean, that's me. It's my birthday comedy show. Will Wright's hosting it. Shout out to my man Dale Gold, who's going to be performing. We'll have him on the show. Come on. Go to Eventbrite. Put in Michael Sean's birthday comedy show. Boom, bap. Boom, dada. My pockets is getting, well, that's just a lyric from a song. That's not what it is. But come on. Go ahead. Make your arrangements. Pisces season. Come celebrate. So I can make you laugh for a strong hour. Will Wright can make you laugh. Del Go can make you laugh. 609 Elite Social Club. Yes. I think I may have put the wrong address on the, it's 55 South JFK. Well, I'm gonna have to fix that. 55 South JFK. That's the right address but that's not the right address. I put in the caption on the post. I gotta fix that. But anyway, back to the point. Go to Eventbrite. Put in Michael Sean's birthday comedy show. Get your tickets. Go invite some friends. Willingboro, you better stand up. Willingboro, West Hampton, Burlington, Mount Laurel, Cherry Hill, Philly, you're not that far. You're just not that far. So go get them tickets and we can make it happen. Now let's get to these good mornings. Let's get these, let me fix this. Let's get to these good mornings. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Friday. Before we even get it popping, happy Friday to everybody. Just trying to chill. Something tried to irk me this morning, but no. Something tried to bother me. No. Not gonna happen today. Like I said, we got the life insurance expert. A lot of us don't have life insurance. So hopefully we can get some information on the right life insurance to get. Should we just do the Ethos life insurance, which is on the website, which you can do in a matter of 12 minutes, which is there's no medical background check. They don't run, don't make you run a treadmill and find out your history and find out what your blood sugar's popping for. They just give it to you. Ashabu, first up, Ashabu, good morning. Beautiful kings and queens. God has blessed us to see another day. It's a fantastic Friday. Good morning, Ashabu in here. Happy African American History Month. I think today I will be able to make it for sure that I'm going to the African American Museum with my daughters, but I got to make sure Kayla doesn't work. Dem Dollars, good morning, everyone. Thank God it's Friday. Dem Dollars always in the build. Dem Dollars is consistent. I ain't gonna lie to you, homie. You're consistent. You're one of the most consistent dudes. Trendsetters, consistent, but sometimes he's in and out. Cypher's consistent. Random Rick's been pretty consistent after he dipped out. It was something that happened that he dipped out for a little bit. Miss Parker, LaShawn, Asha Boo, cousin Ash, what up? Afro Queen, what up? Nikki, what up? And all the lovely ladies of the show. He said, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Yes, it is. Asha, she got some more. Them dollars. Good morning, Michael J. Black, the good men of the community. What up? What up, big dog? How was your morning so far? Asha Boo. Oh, okay. Now he focused on Asha Boo. Okay. Them dollars just be feeling. He be putting his toe in the water just hey, Ashabu, how you feeling? But then Ashabu hit him back. Them dollars, my eyes open. Had my prayer time with the Lord. My feet hit the floor. And I have joy in my heart. I am blessed. All right. Then let me see what them dollars say back. What do you say? Wonderful. That conversation with God is always the best part of the day. Look at them dollar relating to the spirituality. Okay. All right. Just putting that toe in the what I am there. Ashabu single. But Ashabu don't play no games. I'll let you know them. Ashabu don't play no games. Them hit her with a wonderful. Dudes don't be saying wonderful. Dudes only say the word wonderful when they talking to women. Wonderful. Dudes don't never say the word wonderful when they talking to other guys. They don't never say, yo, how was the game? It was wonderful. Y'all went to the club last night? How was the club? It was wonderful. Guys never say words like wonderful to other guys. You know them dollars is direct. He would have never said wonderful to me. That's how you know he putting his toe in. He putting his toe in the water in the pool. He just dipping. He see what's going on. Guys don't say things like wonderful to other guys. We just don't. I'm just checking it out. Little Reg, aka Nikki. Nikki, you gonna rock with that Little Reggie? But okay, because we know who you are. When there's 1,000 people, they gonna be like, why is her name Little Reggie, but she's a girl? You know, and I'm gonna say wonderful. That didn't even fit. I just wanted to say wonderful. Them dolls say good morning. Cousin Ash, how's the belly? How's the belly going, Cousin Ash? Cousin, I gotta follow you back. I didn't even know you were on TikTok. And I don't think I followed you back. It was TikTok, right? Pretty sure it was TikTok. I gotta follow you back. I apologize. It wasn't done on purpose. I wasn't trying to play high post. No, I was not neither. No, I was not. If follow me, I'll follow you. Follow me, I'll follow you. Cousin Ash, them, Cousin Ash, you got the laughter. Because you know what it is, Cousin Ash? You know, it took me a matter of seconds to break that shit down. I got this flavored water. Oh, it tastes so good. Damn, it tastes good. Good morning. Ashabu know what we're hitting for too. Ashabu, she knows somebody putting them toes in the pool. See how she responds. Little Reg, thank you, Cousin Ash. Afro Queen, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Afro Queen, Legs, what up, Legs? Oh, happy Valentine. Is anybody who don't have a Valentine? Because I know the married folks are obligated. They have a Valentine. They have a living Valentine. And I've said this before. I didn't know how kids got involved in Valentine. I didn't know I'm supposed to get my daughter stuff. Years ago, they were like, hey, you're going to get the kids. You got to get the kids, get the girls something. Why? They not? They my kid. They my daughters. They're not my Valentine. Somehow, some way, they got involved in it. I don't know. Let me get Afro Queen, Little Reggie. Holy shit. Lisa. I didn't think about Friday. I don't even bring it up. Ain't nobody worried about Friday the 13th. Ain't nobody worried about Friday the 13th. Nobody. Don't even bring that shit up. Ain't nobody worried about no damn Friday the 13th. Bailal. All right, look, you dropped the Spanish on me. Look at you. Go ahead, girl. Them dollar dancing. All right, y'all was dancing. Good. Morning, Magic Mike. Whatever, Little Reggie. Whatever. Good morning to Wanda Coleman. Talking about Magic Mike. Ain't nobody Magic Mike. If you want to be Magic Mike, I'll get it. I got a Magic Mike, persona in a different way. Tyra. I said Tyra. I said Tyra Gray. I don't know. We'll find out her name when she gets here. I thought it was Tyra. Tyra. What? Oh. All right, maybe I'm fucking up. Won't be the first name I tore up, but that seems like an easy name. Tyra. Ty. Isn't that Tate? Oh, Tara. Oh, Tara. Is that what it is? I don't know. I'll wait till Jay Black get on here and fuck up the name too. I don't know. Jay Black is in the building. Jay Black, what name is this, Jay Black? Because I thought it was Ty. I thought our guest was Tyra. Tara. Or is it Tara? Is that Tara or Tyra? You know, Tawana. Ty. Is it Tara? Tara Gray?
Tyra. I'm gonna say Tyra.
I'm going with Tyra, right?
Tyra. Was it Tyra? Yeah, it got to be Tyra.
Was it Tara? Is it Tay? Tara Gray? Maybe it's Tay. Maybe TA is Tay. I went with Ty.
We got TT coming to the show.
We got TT gonna be here, the life insurance expert.
Give somebody a nickname.
TT gonna be here. I don't know. Maybe
Tyra.
Oh, and then on the comments, Dem Dollar. I think Dem Dollar was trying to check for Ashabu a little bit.
Oh, he's shooting a shot with Asha.
I think so. I think
she too much for him. She too much. I thought he wanted LaShawn. I thought he was trying.
I don't know. I think he was just. I don't know. It was somewhere up here because he used the word
Tarara. Yeah, you making it harder. Just click the link and then say it out loud for us.
Link and just say it out loud.
Yeah, so you can all hear or something. That's crazy.
Tara, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know her website and information.
Tara.
Tara.
Is it Tara? Is it Tay? I don't know.
Kim from Harlem. What up, Kim from Harlem?
TT gonna be here. So yeah, he was like he directly went to Ashabu and said TT gonna be here. So yeah, he was like, turn your radio down, caller. Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
What's the Jeanette?
Hold up. Y'all fuck up a name, I tell y'all.
God.
Yeah, we do.
What is it? You say it. Hello? Say it.
Did y'all hear me?
No.
Yeah, say the name though.
I said, why do y'all always fuck up a name?
We just tell it. See, that's the problem. Put it there. Mike.
Oh,
no, but you see the issue we have. Just give us the answer. Just give us a solution.
No,
they want to still beat us down and God,
y'all heard. Y'all heard.
Say it again. We ain't. I didn't. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. I didn't. Just. What up, Trendsetter? Dallas, Texas.
So anyway, I think he was shooting the shot. I think he was shooting the shot because he said, "Where was it?"
Them dollars. Trying to holler at my peoples.
I think
a businesswoman. You got to come correct if you trying to.
No, you got to come correct. I be flirting with Ashabu. I know I ain't ready. I know I ain't ready. That woman's like, it's got to be like, and it's a good thing. Ashabu, oh my goodness, a sister can't even say happy greetings to a brother without I be forgetting words lately, yo. Is this what we're doing on this Friday? How do I forget simple words now? Something's going on with me.
Yeah.
JB, I need a number for you. I sent you information, but you didn't respond. Mike has her bio.
Oh, Mike, just forward it to me, Mike.
I don't know.
I got the same number to
She sent me the bio.
I got Tawana number in my phone. Maybe I'll take.
Did you send me a bio? I don't know. Y'all be fucking with us. No, I just got. I
got your number. Tawana, you was part of our PR team. I got you in here as part of the PR team. This is a different Tawana.
I didn't get an email, Tawana.
Thank you, Ashabu.
All
right.
Oh, they did good.
Oh, and by the way, reach out to Claudia Jordan and get her on the show, Mike. She got a couple things going on, and Trump just had her in his post of knowing black people. I think that would be good. Reach back out to Claudia.
You think she's gonna do the show?
Who, Claudia? She done the show 3 times already. Why wouldn't she? She told me she your bestie. When I ain't want to hit her up because that's your people's. And last time I did, it was for a surprise, and me and her was good then. But I didn't want to bother her.
I'll just hit her up and be like, hey, Claudia, can you come do the show, Claudia?
Just say, hey, what's been good? We want to get you back up on here.
I do want, you know why I want to bring Claudia Jordan on the show? Because the last time Claudia Jordan saw me, right? It was a crazy situation. I was in the airport. And she said, why you really making it? You really going with this homeless look, right? And I was like, yeah. And I laughed it off. And she didn't know I just got out of jail. Like I just got out.
You ain't telling the real.
Yeah, they just I was like, yeah. I ain't wanted to get close to me because I ain't even know if I was smelling funky or not. I ain't know if I had jail. I ain't know if I had jail funk.
Oh God!
I really do want to have Claudia Jordan on the show, simply just to explain why.
You remember that time in the airport?
No, real talk. And she walked by, and I ain't want. And I said, "Oh, it's Claudia Jordan." And as I looked, she looked at me, and I was like, "Hey!" And she was, and I was in full, like literally, 30 minutes before she saw me, I had just walked out of jail, and I always wanted to explain that, and I ain't hug her because I knew I was jail funky. I knew I was. You know, that was like,
that's funny. Yeah. That would be hilarious. Yeah, get her back on. Because as a matter of fact, she's not even with the same dude no more. Last time it was her and her boyfriend he popped in when she was cooking. And yeah, so this would be good. We ain't had her on in a minute. Now that I'm thinking back.
This is big exactly. Right. No, we got to have Claudia.
Morning. Jail smell. Yeah, Mike had that jail smell.
Dog, and I was sweating. There was no way I was getting close to her. I was just like, hey, I laughed it off. And I wonder if she thought I was acting funny or not. I wasn't acting funny. I just didn't want to, because if I would have told you what was going on, I might have cracked. I might have broke down in tears at that moment in the damn airport as you were going to your gate. We gotta have Claudia Jordan. I'm gonna reach out.
Reach out, because I know we never played it, but Trump, I know it's been all over the place with him and his black friends. He said, how quickly y'all forget. So he put up all his pictures with all his homies, with, people over the years. And when I saw Claudia, I was like, that's a perfect reason. Vivica Fox. I can't be racist, right? Look at me with these black people.
Look at this son of a bitch.
Me with Michael Jackson, me with Diddy, Mike Tyson, look, Lil Jon. Yeah. Look at Claudia right there. He put her up on his page.
Damn, he put Claudia up on there.
Yeah. That's what he posted him in 50 Cent. So he said, hey,
if I post pictures that I've taken, I can make it seem like I'm friends with every race in America, yo. I got pictures with Africans, I got pictures with Mexicans, I got pictures with Puerto Ricans, I got pictures with white. Come on, really? The one with Will Smith, I think he was actually on the TV show. The actual picture he put with Will Smith, he was on, and then he trying to kiss him. Look, he kissing babies. Look at this one. This motherfucker is pathetic for real.
Yeah,
now, I don't know why he posted the Diddy picture. Like who arranged this? Like who thought to put the Diddy picture was a good picture to put up?
Oh God! Then he kissing the babies.
Now Mike Tyson, Mike Tyson likes Donald Trump. Like Mike Tyson.
So does Snoop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Snoop likes Donald Trump. Yeah.
We know 50.
And 50 Cent. I'm surprised Ja Rule ain't put that up. Yeah. You see Ja Rule put the apology up for what went on? I saw that.
I guess he was trying to avoid getting on the no-fly list.
Mm-hmm.
So he said he's sorry to all the families and people he disturbed on the plane for the let's shake. What
he said, I'm at the end of the day, I am a man. I must stand my ground. And he threw a pillow. But listen, I get it. I get
See, I had black friends. Yeah, you know how that go. Now they saying Michael Jackson was saving the kids. I heard he was saving the kids from being molested on Epstein Island. Said, come on over to Neverland. I'm gonna protect y'all over here. And y'all calling Michael Jackson creepy. He was saving the kids this whole time. I heard that.
That story is so remarkable. The slander that Michael Jackson took, the Oprah attack, the Oprah betrayal. Then Oprah had to retract shit off of the Neverland documentary. One of the kids who's obviously an adult said he saved me from getting on that plane. Mike, I'm designing you a background for the show. Okay, I don't know. I think I need a green screen. So it doesn't look crazy. I'm gonna need a green screen. At the end of the day, it will end. Yeah, that was nuts.
With the Glorilla sister.
At the end of the day, it will end.
Yeah, she out there caking up too.
She out there trying her best to cake the fuck up. She
had her on again yesterday. Yeah, she said she's got
a character. She's the buffoonery at its highest. But go get your money. I mean, go do what you do. How was your night last night, Jay? I forgot about that.
Traders last night, Thursday, Wheel of Fortune. Lady from Philly won. There wasn't nothing special yesterday. It was all right, I'm gonna be honest. Another one of my tooth cracked. I don't know what's going on with me. Another freaking tooth, Mike. I was so irritated.
What the fuck is going on with your teeth?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Is it that ice? All that chewing the ice finally is catching up to you?
I don't know.
I almost feel like I should have said pause, but that's not a pause. You were all that crunching on ice.
And now this is the front left one.
And you gotta go back and pay more money to get this shit fixed.
Dog. And people calling me talking about, can I get a loan? I said, I ain't got it. I ain't got no money for nobody. I got
a second crack tooth.
No, this is the third.
What
I don't know.
Are you lacking in some type of mineral or some
That's
shit?
What I'm thinking is what's the P word they said? I might
pussy?
No.
But you married.
Potassium. That's what it is.
Is that what you lacking? I thought y'all was a happy marriage for like 11 years. Jamal, we have to we've run some tests on you. We figured out the reason why your teeth are cracking because you're lacking what? In potassium? No, pussy. What? That can't be, Doc. I was there.
Oh my God. Thank you, Tawana, for being an adult. Yes, I got the word.
What do you think I was gonna say? It's the P word that I'm lacking in. I had a joke all said. I said, "What you lacking in Sarah's oil mineral?" But he was like the P word.
Yo, what time was that? That was hilarious. I think. Oh, I need that clip.
I didn't know. I was just out here. Looking. So that's the third tooth. Damn,
yeah, that's
dude.
The third. Yeah, I got to figure out what's going on. I really do. Yeah.
So it's not. What did they put a new tooth in there or something?
Well, yeah, I keep getting the crowns. Is what
they
I
saved
do.
it. They
and
saved
now
it too.
I got the implant and a crown. I got 2 crowns and 2 implants and now 2 crowns.
I'm about to go to the dentist just for the hell of it. I'm about to go to the dentist to check my shit out.
And now this one.
Cousin Ash so Philly. She said 728. Mike draws as usual.
As usual.
And Jay Black, for your information, I have my own business, trucking, security, and hospitality, so I can handle a woman with a professional who is professional. There is more than just being professional. Ashabu don't play no games at all. Ashabu, I'm just saying, you might be right. We're not challenging you. This ain't no challenge. I'm just telling you. Ashabu is a high level
God-fearing,
God's
paying, weekly, multiple days at the church, involved,
business meetings, consulting, morals, and remember, she a one-hander. She's a one-hander also.
Yes, that's what she said.
She said she can count on one hand, left or right, but just one, not both, just one. So let me tell you. This is rare air that you're breathing with Ashabu. What? Rare air. Oh, we got the guest that we tore up her name.
Oh yeah, it looked like it's Tyra to me.
That looks like I'm thinking Tara. Tara. Maybe it's Tara.
Tara. Okay, I think it's Tara. I think you're right, Mike.
We were messing this woman's name up for the 10. TT's about to join the show, like Jay Black said. TT about to join the show. Y'all know when it comes to names, that's our weak point, and y'all like it. That is our weak point, so y'all can kill us on this chat. That's why the hilarity. Anyway, all right. Before we get to that, so you got to replace the tooth. So are you going today?
the way my bank account is set up, I might have
that's
to
what I figured. This tube is gonna be messed up for a while.
This might be. Usually, I'm like, nah, just go ahead, put it on a card. Like, how long can I live with this? Now,
Can you eat? Can you eat?
On the pause.
Okay, do you have to eat on one side?
But that side is the side where the implant is.
The implants are on that side.
Screw it, it got a heel fill. It take 4 months and. Yeah, I'm jacked up.
Yo, Jay. Funny. It's not funny. It's not funny because I know now you're
I gotta eat like a bunny rabbit in the front. You
gotta be vegetarian, yo. You gotta go vegan for a little while.
Straight eggs. I need mashed potato. I need a little light stuff.
You gotta have oatmeal for dinner, and you gotta like it. You gotta act like you like it too. I'm sorry, that's horrible.
Yeah, I gotta figure out. There's something going on. There's something really going on. I do.
Yeah, because your teeth but it's probably them years of chewing on that ice.
Yeah, maybe. And then loosen them all up.
God, man, I feel bad for it.
But yeah, we honest on the show. But that's why we having
But I'm sure you got room on a credit card to get it done. I mean,
I do, but I don't want to just put stuff on a card. I'm gonna see how I feel a couple days.
Unless you feel like losing weight, that could help you lose weight. If you feel like breaking it down, because all you're gonna do is be eating little stuff. You're not gonna be eating stuff that you normally eat.
Oh yeah. Well, I gotta have my bacon.
You better get some. You better get that bacon.
Fuck ice.
You better you better get that bacon tenderized or something. You better have better put
I'm
that
gonna start juicing. That's what it is. We're gonna start going to the juice.
Yeah,
capital.
We got to go to the juice lady that we had on the show, and I'm staying in contact with her because I definitely want to go out there. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be adults today, and we have a lot. Tara. All right, so Tara, right? Tara
Gray.
God, man, what is it with us and names? Life insurance expert has come on here. A lot of folks, including myself. I'm 54 years old. I don't have life insurance, and I already know it's embarrassing. It's dangerous. It's crazy. It's as a parent, I'm coming up short as a parent. So we got together, and every once in a while we get serious, but we're still gonna have fun. So we got our guest, who's our life insurance expert, who's gonna give us some tips, some advice, get our life together. She might tell Jay Black how to get his tooth fixed. You give it up for Tara Gray, y'all. Tara Gray, bring her to building. Hello.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm good. I apologize. I'm infamous. Let me tell you something. I'm infamous. I've given nicknames to people who have watched the show for a long time just because I don't want to mess their name up.
Okay.
Like to this day, KT knows how much love I have in my heart for her. But I don't know if it's Kirsten. I think it's Kirsten.
I think it's Kirsten.
It could be Kirsten, but it's KT. So welcome to the show. I know you're busy. You came up here early, bright and early. How are you, first of all? How are you?
I'm doing okay. I heard you call me TT, so that's okay. TT is all right.
See?
What's your middle name? Tara?
My middle name? Oh, you can't have that.
Oh, I can't have. Okay, I'm probably gonna mess it up. All right. So
a lot of people call me T. They call me
T. Oh, that sounds so good, T. That just flows. Just T. Yeah, T. All right. So I know we're not the only people who you see in our 50s, 40s who don't have life insurance.
You're right.
First of all, give us the reasons why it is so important to have life insurance.
Okay. So being that, Valentine's Day is coming, a lot of people, they want to show love to their family. So we really call it love insurance because it's not always for you right now, right? There are some products that allow you to benefit right now, but it shows your love for your family after you are gone. And they're missing not only your income, you may want to cover your home that you've left. You may want to cover other pieces and products that you have, like cars. You may have a lot of things you've accumulated over the years, and you don't want your family to have to go through probate and try to get the money and have a will.
Oh, probate. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh.
So insurance makes it easier.
So, with the probate, just because that sticks in my mind and it'll fly right out. How does that help with the probate? Because everybody, unfortunately, people around me have lost their parents. And I know how blessed I am to have both my parents, and I thank God every day. Yeah. How does having life insurance get you to like skip that or not deal with the hell of probate?
Okay. So unfortunately, both of my parents, they passed when they were in their 50s. And my mom had cancer, and my dad predeceased her, and he was a healthy man. We're from Philly, and you know, we moved to the DC area after being in Philadelphia. He was at Howard University, HU.
Okay, all right.
And he passed away suddenly. So this, and I'm giving you that background because I had firsthand experience with this, and it was unfortunate that he passed, but he had life insurance. My mother had life insurance. So instead of having to go through the court, we provided the death certificate. They signed over whatever the amount was that he had in life insurance, and we were able to bury him, handle finances, and avoid court, because whoever the beneficiary is that's listed, they get the check within 2 to 3 days. Sometimes it takes a little while.
Oh wow.
You know, but yeah, we were able to avoid probate court. So life insurance allows you to avoid probate court because you're listed as the beneficiary.
Wow, I hate to say it, but I didn't know it was that simple.
Yeah. And a lot of people, if you don't have it, people say, oh yeah, I have a will. So all of my stuff is being left to my children or my family. But who knows? I mean, you don't know how people live their life. They may have some random kids out there that may say, no, I'm that, you know, that's my pappy.
Watch your mouth, watch your mouth, watch your mouth, watch your mouth, watch your mouth.
But they may contest it, and they may say, you know what, I'm you know, that's my dad, and I'm going to contest this will because he didn't include me in that will, and now the court has to decide whether I should have some of that inheritance or that land or that house.
So the life insurance then basically is the higher power. If you have the life insurance, it actually overtakes the will.
Yeah, well, it doesn't overtake it. You just don't have to go through the will to get it. So you don't have to work.
Okay, got it. Yeah. But you should still have a will also.
Yeah, you should have a will. You should have a trust. We could talk about all of that. I don't handle that. I'm a life insurance broker, but I have, you know, connections that allow you to do that. And one of my providers, I work with so many providers, and just to give you the difference between a broker and an agent, some people work for New York Life, right? That's all they can give is New York Life products. I am a broker, so I can work with, you know, National Life Group, Ethos. You've heard Ethos online. They actually provide you with, they're free if you get a policy, a life insurance policy, you get a trust, and you get a will. So I walk through people through that all the time. It's a living trust. So there are different types of trusts, but you know, that's afforded to you because you have a policy through them, and that's one of their promotions that they're doing right now. But I work with over 20 different brokers, depending on the product that you need.
Now, I'm speaking for me, but I think a lot of people think this. When you hear something like Ethos giving you a life insurance, will, and a trust, it seems like it's complicated. Like, what am I going to have to do when they say a trust? Or what am I? We get the will, but like a trust. Is that where everything goes under the trust, and there's somebody who runs it, but you don't really own it anymore?
So let me tell you, there's some complications with trust, but there's some simplifications that it allows you to do. So I'll say this: you want to try to avoid taxes, basically.
Yes.
So that's at the top. Nobody wants to pay Uncle Sam, right? You have to because you do, and then there's some people that debate we don't really have to because of legislation and this, but you want to try to avoid taxes. Now, one thing that life insurance allows you to do, when they cut the family a check, you avoid any kind of taxes. That money came to my family tax-free. There's nothing taxed. So say I had $100,000 policy, and you know, this person passes away, they distribute the check. That is not considered income for me. It is not considered income from anybody in the family. If you want to go on a cruise afterwards, you can. If you want to pay bills, you can, but it's not taxed. So it is free and clear of any taxation to your family. Nothing. Right? So the trust is set up so you can put the life insurance in the trust. You can put your house in the trust. So the trust and the trustee, they push it forward. You heard of the Rockefeller method, and people talk about the Rockefellers, the Carnegies. That's what they did. And I have to say it, our people, we are way behind, not all because of our fault, right? There were times where they didn't even allow us to have life insurance in America. They didn't allow us to get certain rates after we were able to get insurance. It's just like the redlining and redistricting and all that kind of stuff. They didn't allow us to even have it. So that's why I am so like on fire about it. My friends are like, why are you doing life insurance? Because I have a 9 to 5. I have some other things, but I'm also a broker. And it's because, and let me tell you, in my heart of hearts, and I hate to get real serious, but it is what it is. When they're taking our lives of our young men, our young women out here, a lot of times we don't even have value in our life. But if you have a life insurance policy, now hear me out. You have a life insurance policy on all these people in this same neighborhood. And all of a sudden this life insurance carrier says, I had to pay out $5 million to that one neighborhood because you all prematurely took their lives. Guess who's going to start knocking at the police department door? The life insurance company. Because you're making us pay out way before we're expecting to. But we don't have life insurance. We go do a GoFundMe. So therefore, we get taxed on that GoFundMe money. And people don't know that. And GoFundMe is making money off of everybody that puts it in there. I don't have anything against it, but
right. Exactly.
That's the way to go. So really, we need to be insured first. The Rockefellers insured everybody that was born in their family. As soon as they were born, like 2 weeks out, you get a policy. Doesn't matter. Now, the trust owns the policy. So therefore, when anybody passed away, it wasn't like, oh, let me get this money and let me go spend it. The trust gets it. So they directed the trust on how to use it.
Wow. Okay. That's not complicated. That's not complicated.
No.
Nope. But you got to be organized. You got to put everything so you can actually put. So right now, if I wanted to open, if somebody has cousin Ash, she's on the show. She's a regular. She's pregnant. So once she has the baby, the baby boy, she can actually put a life insurance policy on the baby.
Yes. And she will be the owner of the policy. The baby will be the insured.
The insured. And you can put all this under the umbrella in the trust.
Yes.
So you got the house, you got the life insurance, you got multiple life insurance. Dem Dollar just had a question. He says he has multiple life insurance policies. Is that a good thing?
Yes. Now, thank you for bringing that up. A lot of us think, oh, I got one policy. Oh, my job has my insurance. As soon as they leave their job, guess what? They don't have any insurance.
Oh, really?
So you can have, I handle private insurance. So my job, they give me insurance. It's other people, they work at their job, they give me insurance. You want to take it, but you want to have your own private insurance because I worked at Amazon some years ago. When they laid people off, I was a part of that layoff of thousands of people. Guess what? I no longer had that life insurance, but I have my own private insurance. So therefore, I was still insured. But God forbid something would have happened between the time I got another job. I would have been without life insurance. My daughter would have been without life insurance to bury me or whatever finances I had if I only had that one policy. You can have as many policies as you can afford. Yep, that's why people get rich. They get rich off of this when people pass away because they had 20 life insurance policies.
So we're because, and then going back to your point on the information that we didn't have, Black and brown people didn't have, and no fault of our own. Sometimes we just got intimidated by the whole thing. Sometimes it gets depressing and people don't want to face it, like the reason why people don't go to doctors.
Yep.
But if this would have started 40 years ago and we had been properly educated about insurance,
yes,
basically we're saying we could have changed our own economy.
Yes. Yes. How big is that? Like, it's one of the best kept secrets. When I learned about it, I got mad at myself. I got mad at my parents, I got mad, but I said, wait a minute, we gotta get our house in order. Something as simple as that. Where can you really go? Other than the stock market goes up and down, right? But with insurance, and we can go into some details of some of the types of policies. But with insurance, where can you go where you give, possibly $20,000 in your life, but your family gets $200,000 on the back end, and you just gave basically $20,000 over the life of or your life because you're paying $50 a month for some, $100 a month. And let me add this one piece: if you get a policy for your child and you're paying maybe $50 a month, when that child becomes 18, you can turn that policy over to that child for them to pay the $50 a month, or you can continue to pay it but it won't go up because they're 18. It won't go up in that amount if you properly structure it, right? Mm-hmm. So if you wait until they're 25, that same policy for that amount of whatever they're covered, say they're $100,000 coverage, it might be $100 a month for the same amount of coverage. But because you started it when they were younger, they're still paying $50 when they're 30 years old, when they're 40 years old. They're still paying $50 a month.
Now, did you just say 25 as a random number, or
I just said it as a random number?
Okay. I didn't know if that was where everything turns. The IULs that you see all over TikTok, all over social media, and you can do it, you can use it, you can borrow against it. Is that the only life insurance you can borrow against? And how real is that? Is that factual?
Yes. So let me tell you. When you hear IUL, it's that acronym stands for Indexed Universal Life Insurance Policy. It's a whole life policy, which means it lasts for your lifetime. It's not any expiration. So there's a term insurance that expires, right? Okay. Term insurance expires. It's a term on it. So you can get a 15-year, 10-year, 30-year. Most people put term insurance on their mortgage, right? Because you got a 30-year mortgage. If you're not finished paying by 30 years, you didn't need it. But if something happens to you while you're paying that mortgage, it'll pay off your mortgage. So if you still have $200,000 left on your mortgage, I would advise you get a term policy for $200,000. And then as you're paying it down, you don't need it anymore. It does expire, but that's a cheap price to pay just in case something happens to you, right?
Okay.
Whole life is your whole life, and an IUL falls under whole life. So it lasts your whole life, but the big feature with the Index Universal Life is that one, what you just said, you can borrow against it. So here we have a scenario. I'll use $100,000 policy again. And you're paying your monthly amount, and you end up accumulating some over time. So say you buy it for your son or your daughter. And by the time they're 16, you say, you know what, I want to throw a big sweet 16, but I'm not wealthy like that. But I have this insurance policy, and I can make I can borrow $10,000. They may say you have $20,000 available, but you could borrow $10,000, and they say borrow because of tax treatment of that money. A lot of rich people, they borrow from themselves. They borrow from their own policy. So you take that $10,000, you spend it on that party, and at the end of the day, you can pay your own policy back to make it whole. Or if you don't pay it, that $100,000, if something happens to your son or in the future, they will take that $10,000 from that $100,000, and now we have what? $90,000 of death benefit. That's not too bad for something that you borrowed from yourself.
Now, are there more qualifications that you have to qualify for IUL? Yeah.
Well, IUL, you do have to be financially able to do so. So some people, they may be unemployed. They're not going to qualify for that one, right? But if you have at least, you're making minimum wage and you're above poverty level, and they know you can pay a certain amount, and it's based on your age, right? So I'll take the information and I'll put your age in the system, and then it does have some health qualifications. So if a person is really ill, they're not going to qualify for an IUL. They need to get another product. That's why I say for people, get it for your kids. They don't have any health issues most times. They're young, but you can get one when you're 50 years old, but you need to fund it properly if you really want to get that cash value on that one.
So when you say funded properly, what does that entail?
So when I said for children, I'll give that example because you can pay $50. But for you and I, what I usually do is it's your age. You can do a multiplier, but what we'll usually do is talk about your goals. But if you want a certain amount, I'll do an illustration and we'll walk through it. You might want to put in $500 a month or $1,000 a month in order to gain some cash value, because whatever you put in, it's going to compound. So you're trying to catch up with time because you didn't start or someone didn't start with you. So you're trying to catch up with time. So I have some people, once they get the concept and they see the numbers, they're like, wait a minute. Instead of me using $1,000 to buy some Jordans and whatever else I'm throwing away, or a Gucci bag, let me put $1,000 a month in this. It'll compound. So in 10 years, I could buy 10 Gucci bags instead of just the one I bought. and I don't have anything to show for it. So your money starts to compound, the interest and the market. So it's mirroring the index. But this is the big thing, and I don't want to get too complicated. There's a 0% floor with the IULs, but it may go up to 6 to 8 to 9%. You won't get the big highs of the index in the stock market, but you won't get the lows when everybody was frantic and their money was gone. You don't lose your money. You get a 0% floor. So you got this little space to make money, but you will never have less than what you put in with the insurance.
Got you. Okay, silly question. I know no question is silly, but this is something. Let's say you start your IUL or life insurance, and you are making payments on a $500,000 life insurance, and you're within a year something happens.
Okay.
Do you get the $500,000 because you were paying for a $500,000 life insurance policy?
Okay, you mean you die? Someone
you
died.
Die, yeah,
pass
yeah.
away. Okay, I want to make sure something happens. Is okay with something.
Yeah, pass away. I just hate saying that word.
Yeah, no, I got you, and that's why some people don't want to even discuss it because you do have to talk about that. But yeah, if something happens and you were paying on it, and you didn't even pay $1,000, right? You might have had a small premium, and something happens to you. Yes, your family gets $500,000 as long as right. So this is the one caveat. I have to ask people this in the beginning. I said, if you are a smoker, say you are a smoker. That's the one area where they do not play. Because if all of a sudden your lungs and you died of lung cancer in 2 years and you said you were a non-smoker, you did not represent yourself correctly.
You lied.
Lying. Yeah, there you go. You were lying. So they won't pay on that. But if everything that you said was proper, something happened, you got hit by a car, something happened tragically, your family gets $500,000. If you were properly, that's why I say properly structured. There's some people who get final expense and they're elderly and they have to at least have their policy for a year, right? Because some people are not well and they try to get a policy, they have to live for a year. Otherwise, you get the return of your premium that you paid in. If somebody's trying to hurry up and get some insurance because they waited to the last minute and this person's like 85 years old and they're trying to get this insurance, no, you just get the return of your premium. But if you're like you and I, and we just did a policy and something tragically happens, your family literally will get a check for $500,000.
And is that consistent with the IULs also?
Yeah, because the IULs just has the added feature of being able to borrow. So you can get an IUL that has a $500,000 death benefit. It also has the cash value that you can borrow against, and it has living benefits. Now that is crazy. Living benefits. So if say you don't die, but you get sick, something happens and the doctor says, you know what, unfortunately, you're sick, you're going to have a chronic illness. You may get cured, but we don't know. So most times people end up going in the hole because they have financial issues. They're up there like, how can I pay these bills? Because now I'm sick. I can't go to work. And your health insurance is only going to pay for the procedures. They're not going to pay for you living. So the life insurance, there's a trigger. It's called living benefits. And with most of my IULs and most of my whole life policies, you have living benefits. Some term do, but you have to make sure. You have to have the doctor give the notice to the carrier that this is the case. This is a chronic illness. They have cancer. They have this. They have something else. Now it will trigger up to 90% of your death benefit. So in your scenario, you said $500,000. You'll get to borrow up to 90% of that 500 because they don't know if you're going to live long enough to even experience paying more premiums, and they want you to have living benefits because now you have a chronic illness and you've been paying them all these years. Let you get to benefit from that. And say they cure you and you still keep on going, that's a different scenario, but you will have had the opportunity to borrow from that.
KT had a question. She said she's trying. I was told that getting life insurance for my son would be difficult because he is autistic, high support needs. Is that correct?
It will be difficult because a number of the carriers do exclude autism in children and in adults if they're trying to get insurance. But we do have some of our carriers that are, depending on how functional this person is, they will allow that person to get insurance. I have one of my little cousins, he was declined by one of the carriers. But we have some newer carriers that we're trying to work with that do insure people with autism. It's unfortunate. That's the unfortunate piece with insurance because you have those scenarios like that you can't prevent. But I do have a solution for these. Many times what I would provide for that parent, for you, KT, you would get the insurance and add your child as a rider. So he would be on the child rider for your policy so he can have insurance. So that's one way around it. And then you also have what we call an annuity. An annuity does not ask health questions. So if you're a person with low health or you trying to, you lose weight and get rid of diabetes and high blood pressure and all these things you have, I tell people get an annuity right now, because that's a retirement piece that allows you to put, at a minimum, you have to have $100 a month. And one of my carriers, they allow you to put $100 a month and you have as much as you're putting away. So it's not like our other scenario where you're putting $50 or $100, you got $500,000 policy. This, you're putting $100 away, that's how much you're accumulating. It is compounding some interest, so you do get some growth, but you have too many health issues to go through that whole health check. So you can get an annuity. It's called an annuity.
How do they gauge the spectrum though? Because you said if the kid is high functioning autistic, like how do they know, I guess, the more needs versus less? And how do they gauge? They have an interview with you or something?
Good question. So when we submit applications to the carriers, they ask health questions, but it's not on me to determine whether that person is high functioning. They have underwriters, and sometimes they will have health experts to come out to the person. Most times we don't have to do any blood draw unless you are getting $1 million policy. They usually go through what they call, and I call it jokingly the Men in Black, because it's called MIB. It's the Medical Information Bureau. So you know how how you have a credit report, you have a health report. Any medications that you've been prescribed, even if you're not taking them, sometimes you need to get that cleared off because you're not even taking it. A doctor prescribed something for you years ago and you no longer even need it and you never took it. You don't know until you apply for life insurance, that it's even there.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know, but that's what they look at. They look at what the doctors have said about you.
I'm sorry, Mike, with anxiety, I take this Lexapro. It works. Okay. So that's something that hurts me because they're going to see, he crazy or something. Why you need to take a Lexapro? Like, how does that hurt me or help me?
And you got a broke tooth. You got a broke tooth too. So does that add to the problem?
How does anxiety meds help? How does or hurt?
The medication will hurt you more than the broke tooth, right? So,
but he has multiple. But he has multiple broken. They got fixed.
You'll be all right with that part. But the medication is the piece. We do an underwriting guide, right? So depending on the carrier, that particular medication may still allow you to be insured, but you may have a higher rate. They call it a rating. The underwriters rate you based on what is happening. Why? And I hate to say it like this, but what your expectations are of life and how long they expect you to live. If you're on this medication, they're looking at they actually know almost to a science. It's called actuarial science, right? Underwriters and all of that.
Shit.
When a person is going to die based on their location of where they live, the medications that they're on. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll insure this person at this rate because we'll probably get how many years out of them paying a premium. Of course, there are exceptions, but that's what they would do. And then we would find out whether we can insure you with this carrier or whether it would be just a higher rate because you're taking that medication.
All right. So we have a lot of people who are going to have a bunch of questions that we won't get to.
Okay.
Number one, would you be able to give out a way for people to get in touch with you?
Oh, yeah. So I'm on Instagram. I do Tuesday tips most times about different things on insurance. It's GRAYT _consulting on Instagram.
GR, not TR?
GR. It's great. GR, my last name. GRAYT. So I call it Great Consulting. It's a play on my last name and my first initial.
Great _ you said great _
consulting. Yeah, on Instagram. So that's the best way to get to me. And then you'll get my personal number. So you'll be able to call me directly.
Okay. Second question. Let's just say I want you to consult me. I would like to have you in my life insurance journey.
Yes.
Is there a price because you got to work.
Right.
So is there a price?
Yeah. How you get your money? Yeah.
I get my money. That's a good question.
Consulting fee or something.
So I handle life insurance consulting, and I also do career consulting and coaching. That I have a fee for in the front. But for life insurance, I get paid by the carrier directly. So all I want you to do is get the right package for you. I'm looking for the best price, and I'm structuring it correctly. There are some life insurance brokers out there, y'all. They're not structuring them for you. They're structuring it for them to get the highest pay. I'm structuring so you get max cash value if you want cash, or max death benefit, and I get paid directly from the carrier. You don't cut me any check. You don't pay me anything. They pay me.
Okay. My dad does. They're both alive. Okay. My mom doesn't have life insurance.
Okay.
70. She's going to be 74.
Okay.
How difficult is that going to be for her?
It won't be difficult as long as if she's healthy and doesn't have too many other issues. Yeah, there you go. There I am. She won't have too much of an issue. Most carriers, they are not going to insure you if you're over 85. So if you have any family members that are under 85, you want to get them insured now so we can try to get them. Some people have final expense, so it's less money, but you have some that want $1 million policy. That's when you're going to have to get your medical exams and all of that. You're going to have to go through all of that.
Okay. Her house, their house is paid off.
Good.
So I'm going to definitely reach out to you about that. Now, you see me live on here vaping. Like you see me.
Yes, I see you.
You can't lie and say you don't smoke.
So how difficult does that make it for me now to get a life insurance policy?
It doesn't make it difficult. They just want to know that they'll put you in a smoker category for your rating, right? And therefore you will pay more than someone who's a non-smoker. And it won't be a lot more. It might be $10 to $20 more per month, depending on who we're using and how much you have as far as your death benefit.
Okay. So I'm gonna reach out.
No, I'm definitely gonna reach out because my wife has been on my heels. I'm 50 years old with no life insurance. What happens if something happens to you? I said, well, I gotta do my job. And then you just said, but say if you're not with that job no more. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's like renting a car. Because when you finish renting a car, it's not yours. You got to give it back.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have any coverage. And I said, well, I just want enough just so they can bury me. So you're supposed to have enough to cover your home. Like if your house is, like you said, 200,000-300,000, you'll recommend for a policy to be at least to cover your house and your car notes or whatever your bottom line of your how much everything you own. Your policy should match that at a minimum, right?
You want your family not to have to worry about the expense of everything you were paying for when you're gone, basically.
Got it.
And you want to be able to skip probate.
And if there was health issues, you're suggesting instead of getting the one where they can check your health record, just get $500,000 policies then. And then you ain't got to worry about them run. Like Mike said, you're seeing you run on a treadmill, something like that.
You could you could avoid that part if you need to. You can get an annuity. Yes. Where you don't have any health questions. They ask that, that you're functioning and that you're able to go to work and things like that. But they don't ask any of the things about, do you have, like you just said, any mental medications or anything like that. They don't ask any of that. They don't ask if you're in a wheelchair. They don't ask any of those kind of questions.
But by reaching out to you, we can figure out the best solution. This company said this, so it may be best to go with a company because I'm on my Alexa Pro, because I take anxiety medicine.
And you got broken teeth. And you got broken teeth.
A lot of people take anxiety meds or different meds.
On both sides.
So it may be better to go with the ones that don't run your report when they come to your house and want to test.
It's just a different product because they might be the same company, but you're getting an annuity instead of getting an IUL or a whole life. I just advise you have multiple policies to cover your life.
Okay, multiple policies. That's interesting. So I've had close friends of mine who have actually gotten the Ethos life insurance and done it on their own because it's 10 minutes. Do you advise doing that on your own? Is that okay doing it on your own, or would you like? Do you think
can and you'll just make sure you look at the fine print. But like I said, I'm a broker through Ethos, so I can send you the link directly. Just send me a DM and I'll send you the link directly. And at least we are supporting one another instead of Ethos directly. I actually get to get a piece of that pie. The average life insurance agent is a 65-year-old white male, believe it or not. And I am the exception. Right? I am not the norm. So they can't reach you. they can't. They're not chilling with us like that.
Right.
So that's a lot of times we don't even know people to go to that we trust that are licensed. I had to be licensed by the state in every state that I'm in. So yeah.
Do your profession play a part? Because I noticed this is a Philadelphia cop right here. He's an epileptic. Well, yeah, you see the word. Anxiety, and he's a cop. Like, do they look at your job as part of the danger of insuring you?
They do. And there are some that are more difficult because police officers, military, they're harder to insure because of what they do, right? But it doesn't mean that you'll be excluded. Just like I said, you can get something where they're not asking about certain pieces, and we can work through it. We can talk about that and what would be best for you and your family.
Why would I got to tell you where I work at? Like, I just cover me. Like, what is
well,
that?
I said he's got one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. So you stupid. No, I mean, but he's a cop. So
right, because this is them allowing you to be covered, right? So they're asking questions that really do sound intrusive. That's why some people don't even like to do it, because they're like, why do they need to know that? Because they're going to pay your family money if you die. They want to know what their risks are for insuring a person like you with your particular job. Like if you're an entrepreneur, you just say that I'm an entrepreneur. I work for myself. How many years? They're going to look into it because they can see who you are. Right. But why should they know? That's a debate. That's a debatable issue right there. Because I can say
if I became a cop after the fact, am I required to update when I change professions?
No. And that's the thing. So if you know you're going into that kind of risk, get your insurance. That's why I tell people, get the insurance for the kids, because then you're already insured no matter what. Even if something happens down the line. My daughter ended up getting diagnosed with juvenile diabetes at one point. She no longer has it, but I insured her before she had juvenile diabetes. So that didn't affect her at all. And now that she doesn't, she has to get that removed from her medical, like I said, her medical information bureau report. But because she had it, they don't look at it.
All right, Diana has a question. She said, can you keep your life insurance through Cobra if you lose your job?
You can, but if you've seen the cost of Cobra, of keeping anything on Cobra when you lost your job, your health insurance might go from you paying a co-payment or paying $200 a month, you might be paying $2,000 through Cobra. So you have to look at that. Yes, you can. Best to get Gerber at birth. Gerber is cheaper, but Gerber also only has a certain amount that they're giving you. So I say get Gerber, get something else, get multiple policies. I'm not against anybody. You don't even have to go through me. Go through something, get insured somehow, have something on your people. But yes, Cobra, you can transition it when you get, either fired or rift, but it's very costly. Most people cannot do it more than 6 months, especially if you're not working. You're not working in between that.
Wow, this is super interesting. With the IUL, back to that, just because I see it on TikTok so much, like I scroll and it just pops and pops and pops. When you start the IUL and you start making your payments on the IUL for $500,000, we'll just do that number. Do you automatically, once again, I might be repeating the question, but I want to make this clear. Do you, after like 6 months, can you automatically start borrowing from that $500,000?
So what I will show you is what your policy looks like and when you can start borrowing. I could actually show you each person based on your social, everything we put in there. And I'll say, okay, how much are you putting in? $500 a month. If I had time, I would actually show you on the screen.
Okay.
$500 a month. This is how much you can borrow in your first year, estimated based on a 6 to 8% interest rate or something like that. I'll say, okay, our estimation is this. You might be able to borrow more or less, but you'll know within the first year how much you're going to be able to borrow. Then I can tell you in 10 years how much your money should have compounded interest. Look up the word compound interest, y'all. It seems like a basic concept, but compound interest, that's those little silly questions that people will ask, will say, would you rather have a penny that grows a certain amount over time or $10,000? And then somebody says the penny because they understand compound interest, because it'll be more than that $10,000 over time.
Got
So
you.
compound interest.
Got you. And you keep putting the number out there, $500 a month. Could you do it at $150 a month, at $200 a month?
Do $150 a month. I have people who are paying $50 a month. So people are looking, okay, 12 months. Okay, putting the principal. You need to.
Yeah, I was just putting up there just to see what it meant. The compound interest, like you were saying, for the people that might didn't know. Yep.
So you see, they got the rule of 72. They got all kinds of things that are out there. Get to know your finances, folks. That's all I could say. That's why I started this, because my boyfriend and I, we were talking, and we were like, okay, what are we going to do in retirement, and what are we going to do in the future? And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I have this job, I have this saved, but what about life insurance? Wait a minute, we need more money to retire. If we want to go on trips, all these people want to go fly around and trip, but how much does that cost for you to do that without having a 9-to-5 job anymore? So, well, we need to catch up. That's why the Roth IRAs, they allow you to catch up if you're over 50 years old and put in more in a Roth account than someone that's under 50.
Wow. A friend of mine said he had a policy for 30 plus years and he missed a couple payments and they dropped them and it wouldn't reinstate it. Is that true?
It can happen. And now that's the piece. You need to make your payments. I tell people, try to put yourself on automatic payments, right? Yes. And then that part, because life can happen and you can forget, right? And you're like, oh, shoot, I went there. But usually they give you a grace period, right? So if you're not paying for several months, that's when they will send you notifications. They will send me notifications. And then I give my clients a call. Hey, what's going on?
What's good? What happened? You're about to
like, what happened? Like, you don't want to lose this policy. You've been paying too long. You don't want to lose it.
All right. No, so this is her IG right here. I'm calling you after the show. I need my wife has been on me. We need it. And it seems like you'll plug in all my information I give you. You'll let me know what's best for me. You'll coach and walk me through what I should do and how much. Because I'm kind of frugal when it comes to spending. Sometimes like, it ain't worth it. Ain't nothing wrong. And
he's not even going to get his suit fixed for a few weeks. That's how he gets down.
So it is a lot of money for a lot of people to commit to that price every single month.
Come on. So, you're saying the right thing, because think about it. But this is how we got to change our mindset. We cannot think of it as an expense. We have to think about it as our estate. We are planning our estate. That's a small price to pay for your family to be covered if something happens to you without your control, and you know they got a check coming to them to pay for that house y'all living in, pay for those cars, go on a vacation, and go that somebody said you're cheap, not frugal.
That's my wife. Don't worry about her. That's my wife.
But it's estate planning, y'all. We got to do better. We got to do better to love our people.
No, I feel like I can. Tawana, brought you in, and I trust Tawana, so I'm gonna trust you and let you plug in my stuff, and we're gonna work this out. I feel confident, because even if you say it's too much, I'm saying maybe I can go to a lesser policy. But I need
you comparison.
Something.
We can show you what's in your budget, what you want to do, and how much you want to make.
So how long? Because society has turned into the TikTok mental stamina, where how long I get on the phone with you. Yeah, we start going back and forth on what I want. Then you start giving me advice on where you veer me to, and I may change my mind. Okay, well, what else? When you lead me to something else. Yeah. How long would the initial consultation take, and then how long, as we officially start, how long is that process going to be to actually get the whatever life insurance you decide is right for you?
So the average consultation, when we talk, depending on how many questions people have, I usually get in and out of that consultation within an hour. It doesn't take that long. I tell people, just give me an hour of your time and we will map out your process. Once we do the application, depending on your questions and your answers, that usually puts it to hour 15, maybe hour 20, depending on the person and their age and all the stuff they had going on.
There's no application fee, right?
No application fee. Okay, you don't pay any fee. Yeah, until you get
see that cheapness come out. Did you see that cheapness pop out? Did you see
the cheapness? No application fee.
No application. And he raised his hand. That's the only time he raised his hand.
Somebody was thinking it. Somebody was. Right? So an hour and 15. Keep going.
Yeah. So just don't. If anybody does charge you a fee up front, don't go to them, man. Like you just don't. You shouldn't even bother. But after that, it usually takes for them to approve you. Within, some people get instant approval, like for the juveniles, I usually get instant approval. They don't have any issues unless they didn't list their doctor or something. They forgot the name of it, or the doctor's address was off or something like that. It usually takes between 2 to 3 days, at the most a week, for you to get approved, to know when your policy is effective. You can delay your payment. So if you are mindful, like, okay, I don't get paid this week, the way my checking in my savings, all that kind of stuff. It's just, we can say, okay, well, if it's the 13th of February right now, you need to pay in March. We'll do March 1st. And then you can control. Most of my carriers have a website. And one I like in particular, they have an app. So you can go in and you can check your amount. You can change your payment date. You can actually change your beneficiaries. That's one big thing. Make sure your beneficiaries are updated. We have had people who have gotten divorced and they kept their ex-husband or their ex-wife as a beneficiary and didn't change it. They passed away. Their new wife or new husband does not get that insurance because they never changed the beneficiary.
Wow.
I usually try to do a yearly check-in with my people to make sure that stuff is all good, but it's on you to do that change. So
yeah, you can change percentages for your kids, like who can get what, and you can tweak that.
You can do that too. Yep.
Now,
or
can
another child,
how hard is it to say if I wanted to get a policy on my wife, or say if Michael Sean, I just wanted to get can you get a policy for anybody? Is that
so
true? I heard that.
You have to have an insurable interest, right? So if you all form a company, right, and you're under a company, you can do what they call a key person insurance. So if you all were my vice presidents of my company, and I said, they're key people in my organization, I want to insure them. I can insure you all, but the money doesn't go to your family. It goes back to me as the company entity. So if you are the company president and you insure us, Jay Black, you would get the amount if something happens to us.
So like a granddaughter though, like I get the company, I can see, but she's not a company. We're not like, they're just a family.
Just your family member. You can insure grandchild, cousin, family member, literally other than just your friend, you can insure, grandbabies. I have one of my cousins just insure his grandchild. He said, oh, that'd be a good gift. They don't even know it's there. I'm going to give it to him. And he's giving them an IUL. So they're accumulating cash without even no knowledge of it.
Nice. This is good.
No, this is excellent. I'm sorry. I'm looking something up. I'm getting some alerts that I wasn't paying attention. The Epstein victims just breaking news, sidebar, no segue, just released a comment that the victims feel that the reason why their names were not redacted from the files is a form of intimidation, which they were trying to scare them into retracting or going back into silence. So I just wanted, that's why I was looking at my phone when I'm seeing these alerts come up. So I didn't mean to be rude at all.
But on that same note, Tara, I noticed you post stuff on your page in support of Black History Month, racism. Like, do you feel that hurts your business? Because as a business, like, you clearly are gearing towards your people and supporting your people and getting words out there to help your people. Do people look at that and say, I don't want to work with her because I'm a white person and it seems like she's too pro-Black?
And this is the thing. I went to school at Central High School in Philadelphia, and I went to school with a number of white people, Asian people, Indian people, all over cultural. They know I'm not ashamed. I'm unapologetically Black. So if you don't want to work with me because I am unapologetically Black, it doesn't make you as a client. I'll get it another way. God will give me another client, and I am not racist. I am just unapologetically Black. I went to Howard University. That's where I went, and I met Tawana. That's why we are Bison sisters. And I am that.
Love it.
That's amazing. And it's just and we can get into the whole thing how. And Jay, I'm not saying you had a valid question. We can get to the whole thing how if you're in support of your race for some reason, if you happen to be Black and you're in support of your race, that's held against you. If you're Black or brown, if you happen to be enthusiastic about being who you are and helping people in your community and helping people of your race, for some reason we have to explain. That doesn't mean I'm not qualified to help you. Right. It just means that, when you guys are celebrating your situation. But anyway, I don't want to get too.
Well, this is what my dad used to say. He used to say, with us, especially in corporate America. So I have my law degree. I have my undergraduate. I went to NYU my first year, transferred to a historically Black college. So I'm fully qualified to do all the things that I've done, yet I still get questioned. I still get, are you sure?
You're not good enough.
Secondary. Those, what do we call them? Microaggressions. I wear my hair a certain way, and things. I have nails sometimes I don't. It's just those kind of things that we shouldn't even have to explain, let alone like have to go through the scrutiny. of this. But don't get me started on that because that's a whole other tab.
Yeah, because God forbid you did the Super Bowl halftime show in Spanish and white people couldn't understand. God forbid. God forbid.
And the closed captions were in Spanish.
And the closed captions were in Spanish. And when I found that out, I laughed my ass off.
Oh, that was so great.
Because I kept saying, why didn't you just put the closed caption on? Then I found out the closed caption was Spanish. That's what your ass get. That's exactly
that was fantastic.
Yeah, and don't ask me to clear it up. Don't ask my Puerto Rican ass to clear it up. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said. I don't know why he was on that electric pole. I don't know. I have no.
It was entertainment. That's what that was. It was halftime show.
Yes, exactly.
The show.
You're gonna have people reaching out. I can guarantee you from this show. Okay. Hopefully we can have you back if we have any other questions. I know there are tons. You just ran off a bunch of degrees that you got, so there are tons that we'd love to have you talk about. We talk about everything on the show, and sometimes it goes all the way to the left because at heart I'm a very silly person. At heart,
that's okay.
But
did you mute yourself?
I think so.
Yeah,
sorry, just went left. So we'd love to have you back on the show to talk about a bunch of stuff, but we have a plug, y'all. We have a life insurance plug who can actually educate us and can actually take the time to answer the question. If she answered my silly questions, she will answer your questions and you can get the information that you need. You can protect yourself. You can also protect your family. You can get your kids a start that other families have had for generations upon generations upon generations, and you can afford it. And she'll work with you to get the right payment plan for you. But all you have to do is have some time. And listen, I'm gonna say an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
We scroll for an hour and 45 minutes. My phone just told me that my average scrolling now is 7 hours a day. I'm working a second job scrolling. Do you understand how crazy that is?
Yeah. Now that's another point that you bring up. If you need to make, and I say side hustle lightly, but like I said, I have a 9 to 5. I'm doing this, and if it ends up making me all the money I need, it will. But I work with Breeze Wealth, and we are building an empire right now because there are people out here that also want to make some money, and they can become licensed agents. And I'm building my team. So it's breezewealthmanagement.com, but you can still contact me because you would be working with me as your business partner, and you can become licensed within a month, some people, and you would become that particular person for your folks, and you can make that extra money that you need from your home because you don't have to travel anywhere. You're on a computer, you do invites. So if you need to do that as well, and you need some side money or permanent money, people are making $10,000 a month over here. So yeah.
breezewealthmanagement.com.
Yeah. And that's Brandon. Brandon Beal is our CEO, and his brother is actually Bradley Beal that plays in the NBA.
Nice. Oh, really?
Yeah. So we keeping it in the family.
Nice.
Y'all, there's some money going. There's some money rolling around over there. There's some money just going back and
all
forth
around. But we trying to cover people and help people.
They ain't worried about it. They would have been fixed that tooth, Jay Black. They would have already been fixed right now. They would have been at the doctor.
I just went and hit follow. I look like my wife is now following you also. So yeah, I get with Tawanda. We're gonna get something set up so we can get this done. Mike, I don't know how serious he is, but I'm definitely.
No, I'm real serious. I'm real serious. And just to let you know, because I'm trying to make this money to pay for these policies because I'm vaping. So just to let you know, if you happen to be in take that down real quick. You standing.
That was still there. Go
okay, hold on. If you happen to be in Jersey, March 14th, I have a comedy show for my birthday comedy show. If you happen to be in the Jersey area, March 14th, we got the comedy show happening. And we'd love to see you. We'd love to have you come through.
You and your partner. Because
I know you said you were from Philly. I know you in DC. I know that's
That's right. That's right.
But if you happen to be in the area, you can make a weekend out of it. Go visit some family or whatever. Jay Black from Philly. I worked in Philly for like seven years doing radio in Philly. And,
are you an Eagles fan though?
Facts. I am, not Mike.
No.
Okay. I'll forgive you.
I worked on a radio station for 7 years. I'm from New York originally, but I grew up out here in South Jersey. So the irony about that is that technically I probably know more history about the Eagles than I do my Giants from living out here for so long. Like I've been trying to tell people for years that the Eagles have had the most starting black quarterbacks in all the NFL.
Yep.
And I used to joke they were the NAACP of the NFL.
Yes, fly, Eagles fly.
Yeah. So and a career coach. Before you go,
yes,
the career coach.
Mm-hmm.
What is that about? What is it? Because I know you got things to do. I was just interested when you threw that out there.
Today is a good day, right? Today is a good day. One of the things that I've done over the years, like I said, I went to law school. I did corporate. I never practiced though. So I use my law degree more like a JD MBA. And I was in the entertainment law, all of that. I played basketball at Howard. So I knew a lot of athletes. So I'm a Division I basketball player. So I can do a little back into that.
All right. We're not going to just glaze over that. Okay. All right.
I'm retired. I am definitely retired. But I knew a lot of athletes. So I went into that realm and I said, okay, great. But ended up 9/11 happened. I was working with Mellon Financial, ended up getting downsized after that because y'all know how it was out there. Like everything was just like crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So I was actually in Jersey when 9/11 happened, saw the towers coming down and was supposed to be over there because I was coming from Secaucus to go over to the city, right? We were at 34th. So I say that because I was in financial services. I did all of that. Then I stopped that because I got downsized. Like I said, my daughter was young at the time. So I ended up starting to recruit. I started to recruit at Robert Half. You said Cheryl Swoops is your cousin. Oh, cool.
but Trent said I likes white girls. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
You were in Jersey. You were in New York.
Sorry, I'm in New York. So I got downsized from that. So I stopped the financial services. And then I said, okay, I need to do something right now because my daughter's young. I can't be traveling all the time. I started recruiting, consulting, and I can't travel all the time. So I started to recruit for Robert Half. So I started to recruit people like my law school buddies. They needed jobs. So I was making money off of placing them all around in different law firms. And I was like, this is pretty cool. I'm making more money than they making at the law firm. So let's keep going, right? So it was like 10, 15 years later, I'm still recruiting, right? So that's what I started to do. So now I started to realize a lot of our people in particular, once again, me looking out for my people, we need career coaching. We need to know how to pivot. We need when you're going from one place to another and you're going from one industry to another, I need to rewrite my resume. I need to know how to brand myself. I need to know how to interview. I need to know how to speak to a panel interview of 5 people instead of 1. How do I do that? What do I wear? How do I dress? I'm a Black executive. Where is my ceiling? Do I have one? So I started to do career coaching and people can actually, speak to me on the same information page on Instagram to get that. So I do charge for that. And we do 6 sessions and we go through the process. Right. And most of those people have been successful in landing their next job or getting a raise, a bump. I teach people how to negotiate. There's a thing called the pause. You need to put that number out there and shut up and sit there.
That's the real pause. That's the real. That's not that childish pause that we do. That's the real pause. That's the
real pause.
There's my money.
Yes, that. So I do career coaching as well, and I help people even on college campuses. Like I said, all the way up to executives. And, I manage an executive team right now of recruiters. So I'm using my recruiting expertise to help them become better recruiters.
Excellent. We're going to have you back on the show because I want to hear because your opinions. I would love to hear your opinions on the stuff that we're talking about because you probably, you might not be too happy with us after you light us up. But I would love to hear your opinions and stuff. Once again, Tara Gray. Yeah. If you go to her Instagram, Gray__ consulting right there.
Yep.
If you want to get in touch, please. If you're serious, if you just have questions, I know y'all serious, but I just got to put that disclaimer out there. I know y'all serious. I know we're confused. A lot of us are confused and intimidated, just like we're intimidated about investing money in the stock market, how to invest the money when Kamari comes up here and talks to us. Sarah, thank you so much for taking time out. I so appreciate it. And you will hear from us. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
That was good. That was good stuff. It was different than normal Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Money. Okay. Asa went straight to you. Don't need the racist money. Okay. I am going to call. I am going to. Well, I have the numbers.
I'm sure Lady Q ain't gonna let me off the hook without.
No, you definitely got to get that in. Great info session. Thanks for starting your morning with us. Oh, okay. There you go. All right.
I caught this too.
Mike, speaking of messing up names,
you called her Diana or something you said. I caught that. Her name is Diane.
Diane. My bad. Diane, my bad. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry.
I don't let you slide.
I'm sorry. Y'all so such ovaries. But I love y'all. I love you. Hey, you got to keep us in check.
Only thing I was going to blurt out and say that I didn't. She said her boyfriend. What is her stance on marriage? Does she want to be married? Like I was going to get it, but it wasn't for that. You see, I held back.
Done it.
No, I held back because you wanted to keep.
You should have just done it.
I was like, boy, it just when I hear women say boyfriend, they're always just like, what are we doing at our grown age? Are we boyfriend? At least fiance, you know.
She might have been married before. Like if you've been married,
or maybe not. She said
if you've been married before, and it had been a long-term relationship, you might be at the point where you're not trying to be back in that space, but you want a partnership. I sent her a message.
Another policy. He got a bunch of them. I ain't mad at it.
Go ahead, Dan. I knew
cousin Ash. She said she knew I was. Yo, we know each other on this show. Yeah. Y'all be knowing what we doing. Yeah, mind your business. They be like, yeah, I did. I didn't say it. I held back. That was the only thing. But anything else, I was.
Bring it back. Tell her to come back on. Bring it back. Tawana, tell her to come back. Jay Black got a question.
What's her stance on marriage? I just want to know. Does she want to be married? Does she not?
Trent said, Mike, you think I like nobody? Trent, I was just kidding. I just threw that out there because that's the part of a joke. Like, I don't know what you like. I don't care what you like, Trent. You down with the show. I could care less. Like, fuck. You done married. So I text her, tell her what's her stance on marriage. Jay Black wants it. Jay Black wants that problem.
No. I need her to help me out. I don't need
Jay Black wants the problem for so he can fuck up the consultation already.
No, that's why I'm not.
So he can get the most expensive life insurance.
I'm trying to Google what I was Googling what IUL stood for. I'm like, I don't even know what them letters stand for. Like compound interest. This ain't my lane, but I know I need
compound interest, IULs, term life insurance,
this is
with expirations, whole life. She's gonna answer the questions for you, so y'all can get to it real quick. Yeah, I just said that they some of the victims that were at the hearing said that the reason they feel their names were taken out because that was a form of intimidation, that they were trying to scare us by basically saying we're going to protect the actual predators and we're going to protect the criminals and the violators, but we're going to put your face and names out, which is crazy. Which is on a level of disgusting that y'all spend thousands of hours and y'all specifically made sure that the president of the United States was redacted, even when victims as young as 13 years old were saying they were sexually assaulted by him, but y'all left their faces and their names out. Well, God bless them, because they've come out and say, we know you know our face, and we're still not going to sit down. And we're still not going to go run in the corner. So God bless them for standing up to one of the most, maybe the most infamous and intimidating system you could stand up to. Yeah. And I just had to giggle because I have all the clips I was watching. I watched Pam Bondi melt down, one of the devil's helpers. And she got asked the question, Jay, about a victim, about a rapist and his actions, right? And she tried to do the pivot. She tried to do the infamous pivot where she then attacks, but it had nothing to do with the question. And she got so damn flustered. That she had the ultimate meltdown. And this is what it looked like to her answer when she was trying to do one of their pivots.
Ask Merrick Garland over the last 4 years one word about Jeffrey Epstein.
Look at this face.
How ironic is that? You know why? Because Donald Trump,
here it goes.
The Dow right now is over. The Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing.
It's the Attorney General of the United States asked about the rape of teenage girls, Joe.
Yeah, we're laughing because she's making a fool of herself.
Complete fool of herself.
Like She actually thinks
brutally obvious.
She actually thinks that everybody's a 5-year-old in that room.
So she got asked about the rape of, and this is her answer.
Merrick Garland over the last 4 years, one word about Jeffrey Epstein. How ironic is that? You know why? Because Donald Trump.
She's looking at her notes.
The Dow right now is over. The Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing.
The Attorney General of the United States asked about the rape of teenage girls, Joe.
Yeah, we're laughing because she's making a fool of herself.
That's what it is.
Complete fool.
She
got mixed up.
She said this is her moment that she's going to use because she's not going to answer the question. That's why if you watch the hearings, Jasmine Crockett didn't ask her any
She didn't
questions.
even ask. Yeah, it was smart. Jasmine took a different approach.
She just said, okay, then you're not going to answer any questions.
So let me do it this way.
And I know people will say she's brainwashed. No, she's in on it. There's a difference between brainwashed and believing that something is right.
Complicit,
and being in on it. You're in on it for your benefit. You're not brainwashed. You're in on the cover up. And you're benefiting.
She got to be close to the power, right? You got to do what the man say if you want the power.
Yeah.
And you know he got your back for now. For now. But yeah, but all the teen stuff and the Epstein stuff. I saw an interview with Malik Yober. Was it Malik Yoger? Remember him from New York Undercover?
No, Yober. Yo, you had it right.
Did you see? So it's an interview resurfacing about him messaging your little young girls. And I guess he got mad and walked off the interview. It's a little lengthy, but it made me want, like, he was into transgenders and kids.
Yeah, he was. I didn't know that. I knew the transgender that he had brought them on the Breakfast Club and they were schooling them on the terminology and they came and everything. But I never saw this. So let me see.
One of these men that have been attracted to transgender women, and I've struggled with that. And I've tried to figure out what does that mean and why. And I'm 52 years old. This started when I was a teenager.
A trans woman by the name of Mariah Lopez Ebony wrote a Facebook post in which she accused you of soliciting sex from her as a minor at ages 13 and 16 years old. So what do you say to that allegation?
I say that, when I heard that, and I didn't actually read it until last Thursday, what she actually said. I don't know the woman, number one.
So you're saying you never met her, you don't know her?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't know her. I have no idea who she is. That's a very loaded question for you to ask me that. And we discussed that before.
And I actually told you that I would ask you that question. Yeah. And so I asked that question. Yeah. And it's not a loaded question. I told you I was going to tell you up front that I did tell you about it. Yeah. And we both agreed to it. Yeah. I told you that. What do you say to trans Black women who say that you're centering yourself and that you're being opportunistic and focusing on your attraction as opposed to their issues and without proving that you're ready to do the work? So what would you say to that?
So you and I sat for 4 hours the other day.
Correct.
And we decided how we were going to approach this.
We decided how we
were going to approach this, bro.
We went through a number of questions.
We decided how we were going to approach this.
And we said recording, and the more you talk, the worse it looks for you. So what I'm asking is that we're having a conversation.
What did you say?
I said the more that we're talking, the more I'm just concerned. So I'm generally concerned. I said that the more that it looks bad for you. That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir.
This looks bad for me.
Yes, because I'm asking you a number of questions.
We're done, bro.
Okay.
We're done. It looks bad for me because I chose to come here and speak to you about what you do and what I've done. It looks bad for me. It's a setup. I don't like this.
Okay.
We said that we were going to focus on policy.
And we did, and we also said,
allegations,
and we also said,
this at all.
And no, we had a conversation about a wide range of
this shit
things.
at all, homie. I don't. We fucking discussed for 4 fucking hours. You want to say allegations, homie? The fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you? We sat for 4 fucking hours. We sat for 4 fucking hours. We sat for 4 fucking hours. And you gonna stand for fucking allegations? Fuck you. The fuck is wrong with you? This is my fucking life.
You sound like R. Kelly.
The fuck is wrong with you? Yeah.
Can you guys not? This is like.
That's fucked up, man.
We have like.
The fuck is wrong with you, man? We fucking sat for 4 hours. Don't tell me shit. Don't tell me about it. This isn't professional. This is life.
So was he set up? Was it wrong to ask?
If the dude said he told him he was going to ask him, if I'm going by what they said, the back and forth, if dude is standing on that and says, I told you I was going to ask you, how is it a setup?
Because he's saying they didn't. Said we were going to talk about policies. We met up for 4 hours, hung out. We discussed how we were going to approach it. And, you know, this is what we were supposed to do. And then you come in, you blindsiding me now.
Yeah, but the dude said, I told you in those 4 hours that I was going to ask you this.
And he's saying you didn't.
He never said no. No, Malik never said no. He didn't.
Said he didn't.
He never said no. He didn't.
No, he didn't try. I don't know. I just felt like it was. I felt like it was. He took his opportunity to. You knew he wasn't expecting to be asked and then probed, and I don't know.
But my thing is, I'm just going by what was going back and forth. I'm not speculating. The dude said I was going to ask you this question multiple times. He said that multiple times to him. I told you I was going to ask in those 4 hours. He went back and said, in those 4 hours, I said I was going to ask you this. Now, let's move on to the next part. If it ain't true, just say it ain't true. Just say it ain't true. But you don't want that on tape. So the wise thing would have been to calmly say, you know what? I'm not going to get into that. And this conversation is over. That's it. And I still would have said
he wasn't aware of the girl. He said he didn't know.
He said he didn't know her.
Yeah,
and he repeated. He said, so you're saying you didn't know her, and then things got a little more not as confirmed. I've never heard of him messing with kids, not even accusations. He's always been very open about liking trans women. Okay.
I ain't heard none of that. I never even knew.
Well, let's be clear. He hasn't always been open about liking trans women. He's become open about liking trans women when the environment changed. Let's be clear. She just shared some amazing financial and insurance information with us, and you're worried about her spams or marriage.
No.
You're about to chase somebody off. Oh, no. Well, leave the woman alone.
No. Thanks, Asha. We moving on, Asha. Hit live. Maybe you behind.
I'm not a journalist or a podcast host. Very tough to call from my seat.
Yeah.
Listen,
Mike, would you do one-on-one and you know you want to get this in, but you didn't tell him you was going to probe?
No. We're not going to keep running with that narrative. He said it directly to that man's face that I told you I was going to ask that question multiple times.
Just saying it ain't true doesn't work anymore. An allegation.
Allegations as good as the truth with receipts these days.
Yeah, you can't just say nah. If people want proofs. That's why this interview research, I think this was like from 2020, something like that. And now they breaking this back up. Poor Malik Yoba, now he caught. Well, I don't even say poor Malik Yoba because if he in there hollering at kid trans, it's just as bad. Hollering at 13, 14-year-olds. But yeah.
If what was said to each other's face, they looked directly at each other, and he said, and I told you he said it multiple times. I told you I was going to ask this question. All Malik had to say at that point is, no, you didn't. He never said that. He never said, no, you didn't. Because if that was the case, at that moment, all Malik Yoba had to say was, you told me, but that's not what you said we were talking about today. And he could have then sued him after that. He could have made it that he couldn't. This video couldn't have been released.
Yeah. Try to file some cease and desist. But now he minding his business, laying low, in 2026. Now they resurfacing that, so I'm sure he's gonna have to answer new questions. I'm sure people reaching out.
Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I mean, you know, maybe they are. It might, with all the shit that's going on in this world, a lot of this other stuff, this other sidebar stuff is not gonna get the attention. Not saying it should, not saying it shouldn't. I'm just saying it's not. Because we have a whole ring of pedophiles in this country, a whole ring around the world. Was there something you had a clip you were about to play?
I was wondering, can you be pro-black as a man with a white woman? Is there such a thing? I saw this and I just
happened for hundreds of years.
Like, is it possible to be pro-black if you got a white wife? Like, and that's what I mean. I'm gonna stop it. I just heard this and I was like, interesting. Oh, let me take the mute off. Just the first part of this.
That are pro-black, right? And then you date a white woman and they're trying to figure out how are you pro-black and you're dating a white woman.
Ooh,
listen, when you marry a white woman or you know, your generational wealth, your wealth is gonna go back to the white community.
Not true.
Because
pro-black, if we want to use that term, because I'm definitely pro-black.
Now he's saying he's definitely pro-black, but he has a white wife. Is that even possible?
No, we got civil rights leaders with white wives and white husbands. We had a black president that was going to have a white husband, a potential. This kind. I don't have the answer for that anymore, because I've heard so many. We've had civil rights leaders who literally have white wives and white husbands. I don't have the answer to that, y'all.
I thought you would. I said Mike gonna have this answer.
I don't have the answer.
Black man, pro-black.
He can still be pro-black. I don't know.
Nikki said, "Here we go." No, I was just wondering. I just saw that little clip.
We need the lawyer back. Get Tara. Get Tara Gray. Get Tara Gray on the line.
She said, "I'm unapologetically black." Yeah, I wonder if her boyfriend black. Was he a white dude? No.
We got some famous ones, and I can't even think of them now because we got some. Let me see, civil rights. Let me see, civil rights leaders.
Look, they gonna lay up. Gotta go. Gotta go left. Here we go. We going left. Chill. No, Legs, we ain't going left. It was just it's the end of the week. The last 10 minutes. Let's say. No, let me stop. It is Friday. No, let's end on a high note. Let's just move on. Before we go left.
Yo. See, this is why we need Dr. Aaron Smith. Frederick Douglass was married to a white woman.
No, he wasn't.
Helen Pitts. The NAACP leader, Walter White, married to Poppy Cannon, who both faced significant controversy within and outside the black community.
What was her name?
Helen Pitts. Abolitionist Frederick Douglass was married to Helen Pitts. Civil rights leaders and white wives have historically challenged the social norms, often facing intense scrutiny and conversely acceptance based on their dedication to the equality. Prominent examples include this. So I ain't got the answers. This is why we need Dr. Aaron Smith.
Yeah, he would know.
Not that he would know. I just want to know his opinion, because it's not would you know, it's what's your opinion.
Then break it down.
I don't. I believe, if you ask me, I believe you could, but I understand why. Mike's Friday dance back. Yeah. Sometimes it gotta go there. When Fred got on, he went onto the snow. I don't know. Listen. I'm not I'm not going into this foreign land. I don't have navigation. I don't have GPS. I'm not trying to defend or denounce. Neither one. I'm not trying. That's good. I'm D&D. I'm not trying to pause. I'm D&D. I'm not trying to defend or denounce.
Oh, remember you did the list the other day? I saw a list. What baby mamas would our viewers fall under? Did you see this list here? Like, they got the different type of baby mamas.
Co-parent queen, mature, respectful, puts the child first, works with you on schedules, birthdays, schools, etc. No drama, no pettiness, just parenting. Stacy.
That's Stacy. Oh, that's Stacy McCann. Okay.
Yep. The long as you help mama. Chill and understanding doesn't start problems if you do your part. Might send a passive aggressive text once in a blue moon. I don't know. Any of you also. The goat's mama. Barely around. Barely texts. Doesn't want involvement. Child might not even know her well. No drama, but no help either. The
Oh, you know Instagram mama? I think you're about to say you know Instagram mama.
I don't. If anybody's watching, I don't. Post the baby for likes and sympathy. Doesn't really communicate unless it's public. Might use the kid as a prop or a guilt trip. No, I didn't even know I was going to go there. I thought it was going to be something else.
Okay.
The you ain't doing enough mama. These are the types of baby mamas. Which one do you fall under? No matter what you do, it ain't enough. Always moving the goalposts. Using phrases like real father. And I shouldn't have to ask. And this is the last one?
Yep, the last one.
The last baby mama. Which one do you fall under, y'all? The you still mine mama. Jealous of your new girl. Starts fights and uses the kids as bait. Might show up unannounced or blow up your phone at 2 a.m. I'm so glad I don't know anybody in my life like that. So those are the different baby moms.
Those are the ones.
Which one do you fall under?
Now Jay Black and his tail. I want to know. That's all I want to know. What baby mama? I want to know.
What baby mom? The top one is priceless. The top one is top notch. The top one, that's the one I'm talking about. I just thank God I had to deal with any of these types at all. Afro Queen, we're gonna get his messy ass a mop for his birthday this year.
I'm not messy. I just saw that I know a lot of baby mamas that's living foul, and I was like, I thought about Stacy, your Stacy Mike at the top. I was like, okay, you know the co-parent queen.
That's it.
I was like, okay.
Top 1%. That's what I've been blessed with. As many struggles as I had in my life that I can complain about, I can't, because that's the baby mom that I have. I cannot complain ever.
You got lucky. There's a lot of women out there that don't want to admit their ways.
I got lucky.
As soon as he got that new chick, she was all jealous and try to act like she wasn't jealous.
Ooh, that one right there.
Because she looked better than you or make more money than you. And then he's like, he stepped up. He ain't even upgrade. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. You saw her. Yes, he did. And here go the mess. Well, I don't see the baby father. See, that's a Republican right there. Shelly's a Republican. She paying Bondi. Here she go. But with the baby dad, we not talking about baby fathers right now.
There's a list for the baby fathers. Who needs a list? Y'all tell us all the time about the baby fathers. We don't need a list. I don't fall into any of these categories. I just like my daughter's donor and don't engage with him at all.
Oh, wait, no, you one of them then. She disliked. Let's see which one is best.
I don't know if there was one that just said doesn't. No, there wasn't one that said she just doesn't deal with him, engage with him at all.
Oh, you ain't doing enough. No, she jealous then.
You mine. You still.
No matter what you do, it ain't enough. Yeah, that's how. That's ass spiking. Whatever. No matter what he do, it ain't enough. Yeah, that's how you don't do enough. That's going to be. For
she
you.
mine. What is you talking?
I should say this, but this is so dark. This is so dark.
It's sad because all you're supposed to be is interested in.
It's sad because it's all supposed to be in the best interest of the child. Yes, it is.
Supposed to be.
Yeah. But human beings are human beings.
Y'all don't want to talk about it, them dog. The ladies don't want to.
I'm just here for the comments.
They don't want to admit. They don't want to admit the data problem. They set these unrealistic expectations that they don't even follow. I knew it. There was a test I wanted to see, because if it was the baby fathers, they'd be killing it. Yeah, Shelly. I saw what you did, Shelly. You're a Republican. It's all good.
You're a Republican. Yeah, I'm gonna say the other one for tomorrow. For Monday. We'll be back on Monday. I'm not gonna rush through there now.
No, he never did.
He never did, and I left.
Yeah, what did you do to chase him off?
But she
Because
left.
you saying she left, but no, she did something to trust if she played a part.
I ain't got nothing, Ashley, I ain't got nothing to do with this.
No, she had. Why do it for any breakup? But something I did realize the other day was something you was talking about, Tawana, and I had a revelation. But it's usually something other person did as well. It's not just all one-sided. So we all play a part in a relationship not working.
Look, we gotta end the show. It always starts at 9 o'clock. It always starts when I gotta go.
No, and then here she come clicking the link. Because I did wait real quick, Mike. Your revelation, like you and Tawana are still cool. There's no serious relationship I ever had when I'm still cool with that person. And I was like, is that a something on me, or is the person was just that horrible? Like I don't have exes that I'm like cool with. I despise them all. The four I had. You despise
them all?
I'm not cool with none of them.
Technically, you would be cool with Eve. Does that count?
I'm talking about real. Not no high school. That don't count. Eve and no, I'm talking about like real, like later in life. Like, but either way, here go Ash. Let me see what's she about to say.
But that's interesting.
I thought that was interesting.
You're not.
I'm not cool with any ex. Nope.
Like if because I'm not surprised. That don't surprise me that he's not. That don't surprise me at all. He probably almost been stabbed by him, probably run over. Like Jay Black is so he's so problematic. It's just not surprising to me at all. But Jay Black, you always pick on me at 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna just say my piece because Mike got to go to his high-paying job.
Oh yeah, let me get my shirt ready.
Yeah,
go ahead, you go ahead.
Go ahead, go get your shirt. Jay Black, I've never been jealous. I can't be jealous of a bum, and I didn't know he was a bum because remember I had my kids very early. I was 17 when I had the first one. Well, when I was pregnant, I had her at 18, and then I was pregnant right after that again, and had my second daughter by him when I was 19. And he was 5 years older than me.
He was that bad. You had 2 kids with him? Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Just toxic dysfunction. I ain't know no better, but I'm doing better. So then you got to stay with me, okay?
Okay.
So then once you realize, even at that, I was like, yeah, I can't. The second one came, I said, yeah, this ain't gonna work. He don't want to work. He don't want to do nothing. He wants to sell weed. It's getting weird in here. I gotta go. So I left. It was never nothing to be jealous of. And when I stopped messing with him, he never did anything for his kids at all. He wasn't doing nothing when I was with him. He wasn't doing nothing when I wasn't. So you didn't play any part in helping to make that, like you played no part in their breakup. That's what you're saying? No, his mama did that. And the reason I said his mom did that is because he's not a man like in any way, shape, or form, unfortunately. Like I would keep it real. If I did something, I would absolutely say like X,
maybe
Y,
you let him on and you wasn't honest, and it's some part you played. I'm sure.
No, why do you always try to blame me? No, that's not the case.
I'm just the other person in general.
How about the part he played? He didn't want to do what he was supposed to do. I had to literally like do everything from the muscle. He did not help me do anything. Matter of fact, he was one of them dads who would say, I can't watch. Shut up.
I thought you heard me. I didn't think you heard me.
Like, don't you play? I hate y'all so much. That is absolutely not. Listen, let me tell you something. That was the best thing I ever did. And I ain't look back. I'm not hurt by that. I just don't like that he never took care of his kids. I don't care what me and him went through. He just never did for his kids. So it was nothing to be jealous of. I did what I was supposed to do. So I'm not jealous. Can't be jealous of a bum. But yeah, no. I can't believe you would even disrespect me like that. Talking about what did you do? He was oh God. No. I wish I could get somebody like
he was
just like
the comments are coming for Jay Black now.
I'm so glad Lady Q gave me permission to put hands on you. I can't wait. I love cousin Lady Q because she said you could go upside his head, and I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Well, if you really want to put hands on him, you can see him March 14th. I got March 14th at the comedy show. He's gonna be there. So get your tickets now. Go to Eventbrite and Cousin Ash. I need you in the building. Claude, what up, girl? Be safe. Have a great weekend. I need you in the building. My comedy show, March 14th. Go to Eventbrite. Go to Michael Sean's birthday comedy show. Get your tickets. 609 Elite Social Club, 55 South John F. Kennedy Way. Get them tickets. Make it happen. I'm pushing this. till the very last, till the very day before the show. That's always the line. Y'all call men bums, but y'all got pregnant by them
twice.
They wasn't bums then. Listen, I'm not. I'm Team Ashley. I'm Team Ashley.
I'm always Team Ash, but I like the living in reality. To say you did nothing wrong at all. It just blows my mind. We all should.
Well, Jay, that's like somebody saying you did something wrong in the relationships with the exes, and now you got the nerve to hate them all.
No, I could say if I did something wrong. I know I wasn't an angel. I'm not gonna say I'm 100% perfect. No, nobody is. So I'm a realist. I could say that. But to say I did nothing wrong, I was nothing. It was all that other person. Like, come on.
I can't get my name tag right. My name tag.
And Shelly, the Republican out here.
Can't get my name tag.
Good morning. What's that? You get your name tag right.
My name tag. I need it to be so they when
they
KT say
is dope. KT, I give her credit. She's dope. But I'm sure she played a part in the demise of her relationship too. So I'm just saying, like, it's just what it is. That's what it. Good morning, Afro Queen. Whose side you on? All right.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, she gonna go? Wait, I think she might show up.
I forgot. By March, she'd be 6 months pregnant.
5 or 6, something like that. That's still no excuse. That's still
I mean, I don't need her to wobble.
Working, she ain't start working. Now, if she start working, I get it. But if she working, she can.
I don't need her. I don't need her.
Go there.
The rest of y'all ain't got. The rest of y'all ain't pregnant. The rest of y'all ain't pregnant. And dudes, hopefully the dudes you ain't. Cypher, I need you there March 14th. So take the day off from your job. Take the day off. Get it down March 14th. That's another thing. If you work on your weekends, get the day off. JB, it's not always two people's fault. Sometimes it's just the one person who is sick, narcissist, sneaky, unhealed, or just crazy. And you don't find that out until you live together. Yikes.
Oh,
I've never
that
said
sound
yikes.
a little personal. That sound like oof, that sound like okay. She been through some stuff.
I mean, I just told
All
you.
my motherfucking friends hate your bitch ass.
I told you. I
agree. Jeanette said, I'm not the problem.
Problem.
Mike don't
You dumbass nigga.
I love you, Jeanette. I don't know, Jeanette. I mean, if you want me to do it in public, I'll defend you. Like, I'll defend you. Like, if you need somebody to put the cape on, I'll put the cape on. But behind closed door, I'm like, Jeanette, come on. Jeanette.
Okay, he was abusive. I take all that back.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Ash. See,
cousin, she played that trump card. She threw the high spade. She threw that high spade on your ass.
Yeah, she did. She did.
He was also abusive.
That nigga, you don't deserve that. You don't. No woman deserve to get their nobody put their hands on it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
what
why
did you say? No, I'm not even gonna play with that. I'm not even gonna play. I'm not even gonna play. You know, that's dead wrong. Absolutely.
All right, we'll be back at it on Monday, y'all. It's been a good week. Jay, if you knew, you wouldn't want him around either. Okay, then.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that back.
Pour their hearts out there.
No, because the abusive people and they can manipulate you. I get it. Let me stop. I do. 100%. And don't keep putting yourself in those situations. So I stand down. I stand corrected.
He stood down on Friday.
I'm standing down. I'm standing down.
Don't worry, we're not listening to him, KT. All right, he stood down.
Now we not listening to Jay.
That's as close to an apology as you're ever gonna get. He said he stood down.
I'm standing down.
Super.
Standing down, Super. Because she done hit me with the. I didn't even look at it from that aspect. And people do manipulate you, especially when you're younger, and then you think you need to be
now he fighting her case. Now he pleading her case. now he pleading her case.
No, now I'm feeling bad. I'm sorry. You know, see, look, I said I'm sorry. Because that's tough. Beating women and messing with kids those are my two things. You can't beat a woman and you can't mess with the babies. Those are the two. That's yeah.
Don't ever say
Don't ever say I never said it, because Cousin Ash, I felt you on that.
Here.
I felt you, Cousin Ash.
He said it.
I said it.
That I'm sorry.
And it flew right out. I ain't even mean to say it. It just.
All right.
Oh wait, is Valentine's Day tomorrow?
I thought we was gonna get through the show without talking about that. Yeah, Valentine's Day is tomorrow.
Oh snaps. Happy Valentine's Day, bye. Hope y'all enjoy your weekend.
For those who know, Jay Black's been married for 11 years. He just found out. He just found out tomorrow's Valentine's Day. And if you're looking at this clip, I got my shirt on to go to my high-paying job. So normally I don't have this on, but it's the end of the show. That's how it goes down. My ex had the personality that you would think he couldn't hurt a fly. When you look over in the corner, you'll see a bunch of dead flies everywhere. Damn, Asha. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone, anything, any circumstance take it from you. From Michael Sean, Jay Black, who just said sorry for the first time ever. Sexy Mo, Z Chung, Kamari. To our guest Tara Gray, our new life insurance plug and career coach. To Amani, to Everybody Rocks, Lady Q. You want them hoodies, you want them sweatshirts, you want them t-shirts, you want to customize. Go to wokeupinspired.com. wokeupinspired.com. Damn it, Jay. They still come. He said sorry.
I did. And
you done messed up, Jay. You know, messed up twice.
Oh, with the violence. No, we're gonna figure it. I'm in my defense, I was planning an anniversary trip looking for flights and hotels for something down the road. So that's bigger than one little Valentine's Day.
You hear that, Lady Q? You ain't getting shit.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but